Sure is a lot of work to do the heater fan. Hey everyone, Josh here. As you can see, I'm not just doing the heater fan, I'm doing the heater core, but also the fan and the resistor are both burnt out in this car. So I'm kind of using some snippets from the heater core video, and I'm going to include it into doing just the fan and the resistor, just a simplified version. Two different ways to know what failed here. If you only have the fan on number 4, then the resistors are burnt out. And if you don't have the fan on any, then it's either the fan or possibly wiring issue. This one, the resistor burnt out, so we only had number 4, and then eventually it started sounding like mice were getting ran through the fan, and it probably ran like that for quite a while, and then number 4 stopped working, so the fan's more than likely screwed too. So I'll finish this heater core, and then we'll get back to doing the video on the fan and the resistor, and we'll see how that works. So here I'm just popping the side panel off. You use a flat screwdriver to kind of get in there and pop it off. This bolt here you don't have to undo, that was for taking the dash out. So next up, you got 3 across the bottom. Open the glove box up, you got 3 across the top. And then you've got 1 in the kind of underneath the HVAC controls there. If the glove box has ever been out, a lot of times that gets broken because people don't know about it. So this one's been intact so far, so I was hoping to keep it that way. So now I'm just going to take the center console out. So you got the 2 bolts on both sides to kind of get the shifter boot unbolted. And then up next we're going to find out why I shoot everything with a tripod. So it gets really rocky to see what's going on here. But so you're basically going to take out your cap there, which just kind of pops off, and then you're going to need to take your 13mm bolt out, and that just kind of pops up and out. Store that somewhere nice and safe. So next you can take this back cup holder out, and that bottom surround you just kind of pry it up, and then you've got 2 more hidden bolts underneath there. Once that's out, you pull the e-brake up and you kind of work the cup holders out underneath the shifter surround and try not to break the locating tabs. Once you get that out, then the shifter should be ready to go. So here I'm going to pop the boot up, take the foam sound deadening, I guess it is, out of there, and pull the surround out. Takes a bit of jimmying and stuff. So once that's out, you can get to that hidden bolt, which when I unbolted it actually it broke, so that was a lot of work for nothing. So glove box has the 1 wire for the light, and here I got some free candy out of the deal, so not too bad of a deal. So now we're gonna get the heater, fan, and resistor out itself. So just 2 1/4-inch bolts out, the resistor drops down, and then the fan just comes out. So after the fan's out, after a little messing around, you can do a reassembly. I'm just checking the resistor here out of curiosity, as I'm putting a used resistor pack and used fan back in. So the old one, you can see everything's open across all 4 pins, so it's garbage. This new one, you don't necessarily have to check the resistance. I'm just kind of out of curiosity checking it. Usually when they fail completely. So you can check. So the first test there, which was the 0.5 ohms, that would be the number 3 setting. The 2 ohms would be your number 1, and then the 0.9 would have been your number 2 setting. So that's just, I guess, a little tidbit or a little extra information. So now we're going to put it back together. So same kind of deal, you got to kind of jiggle the fan up into the channel and up into where it's supposed to sit. Got to make sure all the wiring's out of the way so you don't pinch it. So once the fan's up in there, you can get the resistor pack. It kind of holds everything in there. I guess I had a bit of issue getting everything sitting flat here. It's one of those ones you kind of wish you had a 3rd arm to put the bolts in while you're holding it. But anyways, so put your 2 1/4-inch bolts back in, and then once they're back in, it's probably not a terrible idea to check and make sure your issues are actually resolved before you put the glove box back together. So just put the key to accessory. I was checking the fan on all 4 positions, and then I was also checking the defrost and vent and stuff because I had that whole box and system out. So next I'm putting in the sound deadening or heat blanket, whatever you want to call it. Volkswagen had it there for a reason, so we can go back. The next part will be putting the glove box back in. It's not rocket science. Once you've had it apart, you can put it back together. Just make sure you plug in the wiring, which I apparently didn't do, so I should maybe go and fix that. But anyways, you just kind of tap the side in by the radio, and then put your 7 bolts in. I put my 6 in because the 7th tab was broken. But then, yeah, everything's good to go. You can put your center console back together and enjoy your heat or AC or whatever time of year it is. So thanks for watching, and I guess like and subscribe if it helped you out, and yeah, follow along for some more TDI adventures.